Size-ups are a good starting point for learning how to break down the defense. While standing, try flicking the pro stick in different directions in a rhythmic way to get a feel for your player's various hesitations, crossovers, between the leg crosses, and behind the back moves. Next, throw in quicker double throws to trigger.
Coming right up, the Timberwolves taking on the Spurs. For the Timberwolves, an impressive 6-1 start to the season. They expect to win every time they take the floor. Spurs, Timberwolves, coming right up. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Max Strus is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's George. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. And for San Antonio, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Isaac. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Sexton in at the 1. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Well, how long does all of your off-season rest usually last you at the start of the regular season? Like when do you start to really feel the games again?
You know, the fatigue comes at you fast, Kevin. So that rested feeling only lasts about a couple weeks. Nothing wears you out like playing NBA ball.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. The shot by George, no good. Over in the corner, Green. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
When Green goes up for that mid-range jumper, he gets way up in the air, makes it very difficult to contest.
Brogdon kicks to George. No good with the triple. Here's San Antonio now. 4-point game. There's Green with the 3. Second chance shot. They get it back. Here's Vanderbilt, and Poeltl sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Poeltl when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Now George, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Isaac goes in. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're getting their first look at the season at San Antonio in this one.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Here's Sexton. Paul George making his last shot. Green, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Towns missing.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing. The ability to alter shots on the perimeter, that was beautiful.
And Poeltl sends it back. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for 1.
Free throw good, Sexton.
Colin Sexton's nickname, the Young Bull, is appropriate. This guy is a fiery competitor, and you know he approaches the point guard position with a scorer's mentality. So critical in the modern NBA.
And that one's good, George.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Green with the ball. George picks him up. Isaac kicks to Sexton. Here's Vanderbilt. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Brogdon very capable in catch and shoot situations. This guy's so efficient.
Sexton the pass to Jokic. Looking for Sexton, he gets it there. And the basket is good. Sexton's got 5.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Hurdle. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Greg talking about Jakob Poeltl. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Mo Wagner's checked in for Poeltl. Green comes in for Max Strus. Thompson, he's checked in for George. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Vezenkov. 6 to shoot. Rubio outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And Towns gets it to go.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Jackson. Got a piece of it. Pass to Vezenkov. They shoot again, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
No good on the second free throw. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
They grab their own miss, and they convert it last on attempt #3.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Sharp. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Fast break, here we go. And Rubio kicks to Little. That's good, it's Rubio with the assist. And it's a tie ball game.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Knocked loose. Thompson passes to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Here's Rubio. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rubio against Porter. Rubio misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge.
He got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
With the score.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
21.
Listen, under duress at the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. So far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Timberwolves leading by 9. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's George in at the 2 guard.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Sexton the pass to Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Count that one from Isaac.
Well, he is growing up right before our eyes. Jonathan Isaac making these kinds of shots in the catch and shoot. Wow.
Porter with it. Now Green defending. Here's George. Here's Pirtle. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Pirtle's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Pirtle sends it back. Towns in the corner to the inside. Jokic with the steal. Here's Sharp. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Strus has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the 3.
Yeah, and the only center to win a 3-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Spurs. Minnesota also with the sub. Ogden's checked in. And you look at Paul George, Doris. He really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about 2 things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
First free throw is good. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Yep, that one goes in there. Sexton's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Colin Sexton working this shot into his basketball game, such a critical aspect for him to have.
Green with the rebound. Spurs trail by 10. Jokic passes to Isaac, and Isaac throws it down.
Great find by Jokic. The best passing center I've ever seen.
Outside, Towns. And here's Strus for three. He can't get that one.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Isaac outside. Sexton the pass to Jokic. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. And the Spurs scoring again.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Brogdon kicks to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 13.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves leading by 5. Thompson passes to Wagner. Now Towns from the arc. Sexton grabs the board. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
Oh, showing off the athleticism. Green's eyes light up when he's on the break. Easy to see why.
It's stolen by Green. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That one is good again. He sits right to the floor with the basket.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody. Whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. And the first one drops.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Sharps checked in for Green, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Sexton.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
San Antonio calls timeout. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Here's Rubio. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
The pass to Green. Wagner with it. Stolen by Jackson. Rubio with it. Picked up by Thompson. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Here's Sharp. Offensive rebound. Jackson kicks to Little. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Towns dishes to Thompson. Passes to Wagner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night.
Defense trying to get physical with Mo Wagner, and he says, I'll power right through that contest. That is nicely done.
Now, here's Sharp. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Down low.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Pass to Vizenkov. Here's Sharp. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet, too.
Here's Rubio. 2 points. That one goes. Rubio's got 4 points this quarter. Outside, Porter. From deep, Green. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They've got the 7-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
The way they're shooting it from deep, they're going to be hard to beat. This team has a lot of confidence and lets it fly without hesitation. Defensively, you have to force them off their spots, make them put the ball on the floor.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've got Green. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Sexton in at the point. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Spurs trail by 7. And Sexton slams it in.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scouts. Sexton with the dunk.
And it's George finishing it off.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Spurs shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Green passes to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
Sexton on the wing. 12 points for him. It's good. Sexton's got 14.
Boy, Colin Sexton is just so young, so energetic. This guy taking over right now.
Pass to Wagner. For 3, Brogdon. And they'll get another chance. That one goes. Counted. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Green. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Timberwolves leading by 7. The pass to George. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. The ball movement has been off.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mo Wagner. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Passes it to Towns. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Pass to Jokic. A fader. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Minnesota. The 3 from George. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Here's Brogdon, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
George finds Towns. Hits it from 3-point range. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Tries to save it. Green bounce pass, and Jokic wide open. He shoots. Count that bucket. Sexton's got 16.
He's enjoying the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Minnesota calls timeout. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jackson, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Little comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Jaden Sharp's checked in for Green. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Colin Sexton. Now, here's Shun. Defended by Pirtle. Shot from free throw range. No good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Strus. And the rejection by Jackson. Over to the wing. No one near him. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Sharp. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs celebrated their 50th season in San Antonio last year. It was a tremendous legacy for one of the 4 ABA teams to join the NBA in 1976. And the Spurs hosted a game against the Warriors with more than 68,000 fans in attendance. It was the most ever for a regular season NBA game. Loyal fans continue to support their home team. Kevin?
They've been so loyal. David, thank you. Absolutely. This is a great market. The dish to Towns. There's the feed to George. And George with the stuff.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Rubio. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Towns, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rubio, the pass to Jokic. Now here's Little. All alone. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner, George with it. To the middle. Pirtle, the pass to George. Pirtle trying to get open. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
There's a little bit of strength to Paul George. Just shrugs off the contact.
Jackson looking it over. Rubio outside. The 10-footer. And Pirtle sends it back to the paint.
Minnesota foul. Karl Anthony.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Mo Wagner's checked in for Perk. Josh Green comes in for Max Strus. Thompson, he's checked in for George. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Vezenkov, defended by Towns. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. And it's Vezenkov missing. He got it up. The shot will not fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Thompson is out there with Porter. Then there's Towns, and it's Green, and it's Wagner in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And this is an area that Jonathan Isaac continues to work on. Key is being aggressive and finish.
On the wing, Thompson. Porter kicks to Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Wagner. Rebound, San Antonio. Pass to Isaac. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Now, this is what you expect from Jonathan Isaac. High-energy player, wants to contribute on the boards. Nicely done.
On the wing, Thompson over Green, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Porter. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Vezenkov. Back to Sexton. The pass to Vanderbilt. Green with the ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Vezenkov, and the rejection by Towns. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. And the wide open shot from Green. And the 3-ball is good.
And you see this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
Porter, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Green. Outside for Sexton. And the Spurs scoring again.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Towns has got 19 points.
Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Spurs making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Purtle, he's checked in for Towns. Max Strus comes in for Josh Green. George is checked in for Thompson. And Brogdon subbed in for Kevin Porter. And here's George for 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Sexton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Isaac misses.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Spurs trail by 15. Here's Green. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, a nice job by Colin Sexton to find the open man. You want to see court awareness from the young gun.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Purtle. And the dunk by Purtle.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Spurs. And the layup falls. Sexton's got 12 points in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Green deciding where to go with it. Excellent D there from George.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Here's Sexton. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's Brogdon, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
Pass to Jokic. 1:30 left in the game. And Pirtle pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off to them.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jakob Pirtle.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Strus, and it's sent back by Isaac. Pass to Rubio. It's stolen by Strus. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Isaac misses. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon finding a way to put the ball on the basket on the interior.
Here's Rubio, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Ricky Rubio.
He's off on the first.
One thing you know, Ricky Rubio is a hard worker and a terrific leader. This is a guy who wants to make the players around him better.
And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Porter. Wagner from long range. Basket good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.